Halfway world. In the halfway world of the Pantanal, aquatic and terrestrial, ghosts, stars, and fireflies everywhere, night smelling of ripe fruit, lilies, dirt roads. Breathing it all in, visitors, the two of you, like moss-green birds, exotic and endangered. The indigenous people gone, the children stolen. Prepare to listen to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission at home, the stories of unmarked graves waiting to be told, not knowing what's ahead. How will the dead speak, not knowing what's ahead, waiting to be told the stories of unmarked graves at home? The Truth and Reconciliation Commission prepares to listen to the stolen children, gone, the indigenous people, exotic and endangered like moss-green birds. The two of you, visitors, breathing it all in, lilies, dirt roads, night smelling of ripe fruit, everywhere, ghosts, stars, and fireflies, aquatic and terrestrial, in the halfway world of the Pantanal. On beginning. Despite Lorca's arsenic lobster, Neruda, drunk with the great starry void, despite the air above Jerusalem heavy with prayers, Amachai's muse and marrow of form, light and geometry, the angel ruffling one's hair, despite Whitman and the beautiful uncut hair of graves, despite a mind of winter, a woman sitting at the night window, snow falling and branches like broken wings hanging from the cypress, despite the gravy of 10 good years, blue light washing over the body, despite the dancer, the singer, the sweet, sweet swing of it, the torero relinquishing form and technique, tossing his heart over the bull's horns over and over again, despite the tight, dry seal of oneself. Before precision, before the first cut, it begins. Wood before it is mask, horn before it is rattle. At daybreak, it starts in the crossover. That moment the frogs hand the day over to the birds. It begins in breakage, Glick's dark compliment to the art of making. Shh, it says. Shh. There now. Begin. Questions. I want to ask poetry where it was for all those years. Where was it when I chain-smoked my way through Vancouver bingo parlors, and where was it when I traded my Penguin classics for true crime stories? I want to ask about waitressing in Chinese restaurants, and slinging beer in Indian bars, and about hitchhiking and smoking dope and seeing the prairies for the very first time. I want to ask about underground rivers and the homelessness of rain, and how it knows what it knows and why it knows so much more than I do. I want to ask poetry where it goes when it disappears, and if it was there when I shot pool and crashed in cheap hotels in small towns across the country. I want to ask it why it drew me close and then let go, and if it led me to the dying as a way of keeping me alive. I want to know how it found me on a red bench in a mountain cemetery, and if it slept beside my daughter in a graveyard full of lost boys in Eilat. I want to ask if it appeared one day as an albatross, weaving across our wake, and, if so, was it the mariner's bird, or was it mine? Did it appear another time as a young girl, dancing alone at night on a seawall in Rio Maggiore? Did it travel with me, like the tip of a blind man's cane as I stumbled into my life? I want to know about blindness. I want to ask poetry where the birds went when they disappeared, and how it was they reappeared in cursive loops like a new language above the daffodil fields one afternoon in late March. Sea turtle. Tend to my wounds. Return me to the sea. The necropsy will tell you nothing of white sands, violet light, of what it was to carry a seabird on my back, to be a small island, solitary, to have wheeled amongst the stars, reflected on the waters above me. Siwash Rock. Sing to me, she said. Sing me the name of the man turned to stone. Again and again remind me of the hero and what it is I need to know about currents and tides in this burial place. What of the mask and the moon's blue face? Where do you go when you go far away? Here, where the river meets up with the sea. Oh, sing to me, Papa, the story of water. Am I not your beautiful daughter? Sing me to sleep, sing me awake. Teach me to see the shape of the old in the haze of the city and all of your ghosts. Is it true that we're made of rubies and clay? Stay with me, Papa. Sing me, oh sing me, the very first names. Styawat. All summer you watched the clouds. Shapes shifted, swans turned into fish, winged horses plunged through white drifts. Shadows moved across the ground. Impossible to know fact from myth. All summer you watched the clouds. Shapes shifted, swans transformed into fish. Your grandfather remembers a time when salmon walked out of the river as men. Your small face lifts. You are the wind that brings the sun, he whispers. All summer you watched the clouds. Shapes shifted, men turned into fish, winged horses plunged through white drifts.